Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Rahayu, Salam Kebajikan. Perkenalkan, nama saya Yanuri Yuseran. Saya seorang dosen program studi pendidikan bahasa Inggris, Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan, Universitas Timur. Pada program studi pendidikan bahasa Inggris, saya dipercaya untuk mengampu mata kuliah yang sesuai dengan bidang keahlian saya, yakni Language Assessment. Namun, selain mengajar Language Assessment, saya juga mengampu beberapa mata kuliah lainnya, yakni Speaking, Academic Writing, Pronunciation, English for Tourism, Journalistics, Language and Social Culture, Cross-Cultural Understanding, Curriculum and Materials Development, Second Language Acquisition, dan Basic English Grammar. Saya meyakini bahwa beberapa mata kuliah yang sudah saya ampu sangat penting bagi pemahaman, pengetahuan, dan keterampilan para mahasiswa program studi pendidikan bahasa Inggris. Namun, mata kuliah di bidang keahlian saya sesuai dengan jabatan fungsional saya, yakni Language Assessment, tetap menjadi fokus utama dalam tugas pokok saya sebagai seorang dosen pada program studi pendidikan bahasa Inggris. Karena saya mengajar calon guru bahasa Inggris di masa depan yang harus mengerti konsep dan teori dasar language assessment dan bagaimana mereka dapat membuat soal yang valid dan yang benar secara grammar. Mata kuliah ini adalah mata kuliah wajib yang diajarkan di semester 4 dengan beban pengajaran 3 SKS. Mata kuliah ini secara garis besar mencakup Introduction to Language Assessment, Types of Language Assessment, Developing Test Items, dan Writing Test Items. Secara spesifik, mata kuliah ini membahas Definition of Test, Function of Test, Types of Language Test, Principles of Language Test, Developing Test Items, General Guidelines, Writing Test Items, yang terdapat dua kategori. Kategori pertama, Selection Items, yang mencakup Multiple Choice, True False, dan Matching. Kemudian kategori yang kedua, mencakup Fill In, Short Response, dan Task Item or Essay. Kemudian, Testing Grammar, Testing Vocabulary, Testing Listening, Testing Speaking, Testing Reading, dan Testing Writing. Capaian pembelajaran mata kuliah ini yakni yang pertama, mahasiswa mampu menguasai landasan dan konsep tentang tes bahasa secara mendalam. Yang kedua, mahasiswa mampu menyusun dan menganalisis soal-soal bahasa Inggris. Yang ketiga, mahasiswa mampu bekerja sama dalam kelompok untuk menemukan sumber belajar terkait topik yang ditugaskan kepadanya, kemudian mendiskusikan materi tersebut dan mempresentasikan melalui media teknologi. Dan yang keempat, mahasiswa mampu melakukan evaluasi diri terhadap kinerja kelompoknya dalam diskusi dan presentasi materi. Dalam mengajarkan mata kuliah ini, saya mengintegrasikan hasil penelitian saya terkait language assessment sebagai hal baru yang saya lakukan dalam perkuliahan. Hasil penelitian yang saya integrasikan berjudul English Grammatical Competence of Mondus in Second Language Acquisition yang dipublikasikan pada jurnal Celtic Bersinta 3, dan hasil dari penelitian ini menjadi salah satu rujukan untuk pengajaran topik testing grammar. Saya mengombinasikan beberapa metode yang diimplementasikan dalam pembelajaran language assessment, yakni expository, ceramah, diskusi, latihan, dan tugas. Metode expository digunakan bersamaan dengan ceramah untuk menampilkan materi perkuliahan melalui slideshow dan menjelaskan secara runtut. Metode diskusi digunakan setelah penjelasan materi melalui metode ceramah. Metode ini bertujuan untuk mengelaborasi pemahaman mahasiswa terkait materi yang diajarkan. Selain itu, saya memberikan latihan kepada mahasiswa sebagai bentuk metode untuk mengonfirmasi pemahaman mahasiswa terkait materi perkuliahan. Metode penugasan digunakan untuk memberikan kesempatan kepada mahasiswa untuk menindaklanjuti materi perkuliahan di rumah. Dalam perkuliahan, saya selalu menggunakan penilaian proses dan hasil. Penilaian proses dilakukan saat proses perkuliahan berlangsung, sedangkan penilaian hasil dilakukan untuk menilai seluruh tagihan mahasiswa berbentuk tulisan seperti tugas, kuis, UTS, dan UAS. Uraian lebih lanjut terkait pembelajaran terekam dalam video pembelajaran dengan materi Writing Test Items, secara khusus True False Test Items. Demikian, terima kasih.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, how are you this afternoon? I'm fine too, thank you. Okay, before we start the class, let's check your attendance. Everyone is here, or is there anyone not in class today? Complete?
Yes.
Thank you. So, before we go to today's discussion, I would like to make a quick review of last week modules. You still remember what we discussed about last week? Masih ingat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what was it about? Tentang apa? No.
So, last week we learned about writing test items on multiple choice items.
Yes, writing test items on multiple choice test items. Next, my next question is, do you still remember how many kinds of tests? Oh yeah, sorry. How many categories of the test? Ada berapa kategori tesnya? Two, right? Okay. So the first one is
The first one is selection items, which include.
okay. Peter, yeah, Peter.
Yeah, the first one is selection items.
The first one is selection items.
Items which includes
Okay. This one includes
multiple choice,
multiple choice,
true, false, and matching.
true, false, matching. And then the second one is
The second one is supply items, which includes fill-in items, sort, response, and task items.
the first one is selection items, which include multiple choice test items and true false test items, and the last is matching. And then the second is supply items, includes fill-in test items, sort response test items, and task item or mistake. So total there are 6 kinds of tests. Secara kategori there are 2 categories, selection and then supply. Selection means jenis tesnya, the answer we just select or choose from the alternative answers. Jawabannya kita tinggal memilih. Okay. Supply items adalah jenis tes yang tes atau jawabannya itu dibuat sendiri atau harus dihasilkan sendiri oleh orang yang mengikuti tes itu sendiri, pelajar atau siswa. Jadi termasuk dalam fill in, short response test items, dan task item atau isi. Okay, now let's move to today's topic. It is still about writing test items, masih tentang writing test items, tetapi berbeda. We are going to talk about true-false test items. Kita bahas tentang true-false test items. So before that, let's look at the learning objectives. The first one is at the end of today's meeting, you are supposed to understand the instruction for preparing true-false test items, and then you can create true-false test items itself. Kita bisa memahami dan pada ini kita juga bisa membuat sesuatu itu sendiri. Okay, next. Let's look at the materials. Well, the materials is so short, materinya cukup pendek karena secara umum kita sudah dapat di sebelumnya. Dan hari ini kita hanya lihat guideline-nya saja. How to make true-false test items. Okay, so true-false test items are typically written as statements. Jadi dibuat secara statements atau pernyataan, and students are supposed to answer it, decide which one, true or false. Memilih true atau false. Okay, next. There are guidelines. The 3 guidelines that should be followed by a test maker or teachers, harus diperhatikan oleh seorang pembuat soal. The first one is there must be instruction. So every test should be There should be instruction. Kemudian, I mean the instruction should be clear. Instructionnya harus jelas. Tentu, it should be different from the instruction for multiple choice test items. Karena ini walaupun masih dalam selection items, tetapi jenis testnya berbeda. And then the second guideline is the statement is worded carefully enough so it can be judged without ambiguity. Jadi statementnya harus disusun atau kata-kata yang dipilih juga tidak boleh membuat si yang mengikuti tes itu merasa ambigu, ada ambigu di dalam. Jadi harus clear. Kemudian the last one is absolute clues should be avoided. Clues seperti all, usually, always, absolutely, never, and then most often yang berhubungan dengan adverb of frequency should be avoided, harus dihindari. Karena apa? Karena kata-kata kunci seperti ini dapat membuat orang atau si yang mengerjakan tesnya merasa lebih mudah. Would be so easy for them to answer. Karena ini kata kunci, clue. Yeah, so this is the guideline. Ini guideline before a test maker make true/false test items. Is that clear? Lumayan jelas?
Yes.
Is there any questions or comments? No? Okay, so if there's no comment or question, I think let's just go to exercise. Yeah, let's do some exercises that I'm going to give you. This is actually an example of the test items that I've made for you as a reference for you. Later on you will discuss in your group and then you use this as a reference, okay? So this is the text. Well, actually I forgot to tell you that when we make a test item, I mean in terms of multiple choice and then true/false test items, you need to use like an instrument atau satu instrumen atau reference supaya si yang mengerjakan soal itu bisa tahu. So like this one, I use a reading passage just like in multiple choice. We also use reading passage that time, and today also we're gonna use reading passage as well. So it is about an experience, a short story, an experience of somebody, and this is the example of the test items that I've made. There are two test items of true/false test items. So before we look at the example of the test items I've made here, let's just look at the reading passage. So let's go back again to the text. I'll give you 1 minute to take a look or read this text. Read this text, I give you one minute, and then we are going to look at the test items that I've made. Valid? Benar atau tidak? Okay, so 1 minute to read this text. Finished? Yes. Okay, so let's take a look at the questions, the sample of the questions that I've made based on the text above. The first one, well, there is an instruction here, other instructions that I've made, because this is a kind of true/false test item, so the instructions should be related to true/false test items. Instruction. Read every test item and choose true or false by referring to the above text. Instruksinya adalah baca setiap test item dan memilih jawaban benar atau salah sesuai dengan teks di atas. The first one, this one. The writer woke up at 6:30 afternoon. The alternative answers should be written here, true or false. Now let's take a look. The writer woke up at 6:30 afternoon. Next, we look at the slide, we look at the text. I think it is on line 3. I woke up about 6:30 a.m. 6:30 a.m. And then the question is, the writer woke up at 6:30 afternoon. This is true or false?
False.
It should be
It should be morning.
morning because it is a.m., right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is a.m. here, so it should be morning, not afternoon. And then the answer should be false. The answer is false. Okay, next, the second. The writer did not have breakfast on that day. Did not have breakfast on that day. Take a look at the passage, reading passage. Here. Right?
Yes.
I usually had breakfast after taking a bath, but on that day I did not do that. I usually had breakfast after taking a bath, but on that day I did not do that. So means the writer had breakfast or no?
No.
No. Okay. So the answer here should be
True.
okay. True. The writer did not have breakfast on that day. So this is the sample of how we make true/false test items. Is that clear?
Yes.
Well, if it is clear, or any questions, ada pertanyaan? Because after this we are going to have a practice, exercise, and then I'm going to put you into some teams, and then let's practice doing true/false test items. Okay. If there's no comments or questions, well, I'm going to put you into some groups. This is group 1, okay, your row group 1, and then group 2, group 3, and then you guys group 4, okay? Yeah, so make the group, please. Simple. Okay, everyone, now this is time for us to discuss. Well, this is the instrument. This is the reading passage that you're going to use to make your text items, to make your true/false text items. For those who can't read from distance, I'm showing you this, Pak bagi ini. Well, you can take this. The same text. Okay. Teks yang sama. Memang kalau bisa tidak bisa baca di sana, you may use this to read. Okay, so the instruction is clear. Make two true/false test items based on the following text. I give you 4 minutes. Remember, 4 minutes only, not more than that. Okay? 4 minutes. Yes. Start from now, please. Discuss. Yeah. Discuss using English, please. You may mix with Bahasa Indonesia, but okay, talk first with English. When you get stuck, you may talk in Bahasa Indonesia. Okay? Discuss with friends. Don't do it alone, okay? Discuss with friends. Discuss. Don't do it alone, discuss. Good. Oh, you divide you and friends one number, and then the other friends do one number. How was yours? 1 minute, right? 30 seconds more. Group 4 finished. Group 3 almost finished. Group 2 finished.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I think time's up for discussion. And now, yeah, every group finished.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now to us to present. So I'm gonna give the first chance to group 1. Take the time, please. Come forward, and this is the vote monitor. Write down your questions on the whiteboard. Okay. It's okay, it's okay. Make it bigger, please. Try to big. Okay, finish? Yes. Okay. Well, yeah, the other groups, please take a look at the test items that have been written by group 1. The first one, group 1, please, somebody of you read number 1, question number 1.
I went to a traditional market by myself.
By myself. I went to a traditional market by myself. Now take a look at the reading passage, the instrument. Here, listen it. Last month I went to a traditional market to buy some daily needs, as usual. I went there alone and read a shopping list. Is that right? True or false? True. I went to a traditional market by myself. Yep.
But I think the subject should be changed by the writer, not I.
Oh, the subject here, I,
Yes,
Okay.
not be changed by the writer.
should be changed
Should be changed by the writer.
the writer, with the writer. Okay. Well, for a test, I think it's okay. We may use both. I or the writer, it's okay. As long as the test taker can understand it, it's okay. Karena dia hanya mengambil statement itu lurus dari sini, it's fine. Sejauh itu bisa dipahami, it's okay. So, now come back to the question, test items. Is that true or false? True. Okay. Next, so the answer is right? Group 1. Now, number 2. Read number 2, please.
The writer did not have a shopping list.
The writer did not have a shopping list. Look at the text here. Still on the first paragraph. As usual, I went there alone and what do you think? The other groups, please. What do you think about the answer? The answer is true. Is that right or false? Or wrong, I mean. The answer is true. The writer did not have a shopping list. Look at the text here. I went there alone and bring a shopping list.
False.
False. It should be false.
False, yeah.
Right. The answer is right. Jawabannya benar, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. Give applause to team 1. Now group 2, please. Yeah, the other groups, please take a look at the test items that group 2 wrote on the whiteboard. Number 3, people called the police because there was a thief. Look at this slide, look at the reading passage. Sesuaikan dengan reading passage. You agree with the answer? People called the police because there was a thief. That should be A here.
Yes.
Harus ada artikel A di sini. Discretion. Put A here, artikel A. People called the police because there was a thief. What do you think? The other groups? Who called the police?
The writer.
Again, who called the police?
The writer.
The writer, yes. Look at here. You see? I didn't want to see the condition get worse. I didn't want to see the condition get worse, so I called the police. I called the police. So the writer called the police, not people. Jadi jawabannya adalah false. Right. Okay. Number 4. People calm down the situation. Yeah. Other groups, please, your feedback. People calm down the situation. Look at the slide. Who calmed down the situation there on the slide? Yeah, Petrus?
The police, sir.
The police. Yeah, it is here. Police came and calmed down the situation. Not people, bukan orang-orang, but police. So police calmed down the situation. The answer is false. Right. Okay. So the two numbers from group 2 also right. And grammatically, secara grammar juga pertanyaan ini, 4 pertanyaan ini benar. Cuma tadi di group 2 you missed A, okay? Harus ada artikel. Di dalam bahasa Inggris begitu. Kalau kita menulis sebuah noun, kalau dia singular jangan lupa taruh artikel A. Okay? So give applause to group. Yeah. So now take a look at the grammar. Lihat grammarnya. Number 7, number 8 from group, the last group. They use simple past, betul tak? Karena teksnya simple past. Okay, right. Secara grammar juga no minors, tidak ada mistake, tidak ada masalah. And the answers, semua jawabannya ada di sini, semuanya sesuai atau sesuai dengan yang ada di reading test. Well, so far, based on the exercise that you've made, that you've done, and you've written down on the whiteboard, what do you think? Menurut kamu bagaimana? Lumayan? Sudah mengerti?
Yes, sir.
So, start now, you know already how to make the true-false test items. Sudah tahu bagaimana membuat true-false test items. Okay. Yes?
Yes,
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. If yes, so good for you. Okay, so any questions or comments? No questions, tidak bertanya? You sure? Yakin?
Yes.
Okay, if there's no questions and comments, I think that's all for today. But before that, let's summarize, let's conclude today's video. So, what we've learned today, apa yang sudah kita pelajari? We learned about
We learn about true false.
true-false test items. Okay, so what should be paid attention to? Apa yang harus diperhatikan in making true-false test items? The guidelines, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's all. For a task, please go back home and then use a text, a reading passage, whatever the reading is, apapun itu readingnya, and then make at least every one of you make 2 true-false test items. Bisa? Okay, I think that's all. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you for your test items. Hopefully, this is going to help you for your future life. Okay, thank you. See you next week.
See you, sir.